Hello, welcome to Liverpoolfc News Today channel.
The Reds picked up where they left off from their dominant win at Watford on Saturday to go 2 goals up after just 13 minutes in the Spanish capital. Antoine Griezmann nudged Koke's long-range strike past Alisson before finishing an incisive move set in motion by Joao Felix. But the Frenchman's hopes of a hat-trick were dashed in the 52nd minute as he was shown a straight red card for a high boot which struck Roberto Firmino in the head. Liverpool piled pressure on their hosts and Klopp made attacking changes in search of a winner, which Salah produced from the penalty spot on 78 minutes after Diogo Jota was fouled. Atletico thought they then had the chance to level once again with a spot kick of their own, only for the referee to overturn his decision after a lengthy check. Here are 5 talking points from Liverpool's pulsating 3-2 victory at the Wanda Metropolitano. Mohamed Salah is operating on a different level to any player in Europe this season, and yet again he was the man to make the difference for the visitors in the Spanish capital. The Egyptian proved far too much for makeshift left-back Yannick Carrasco, a natural winger, to contain, and it took just 8 minutes before he skipped infield and rifled a shot on target. The goal was initially awarded to James Milner after he appeared to divert the effort past Jan Oblak, but replays showed it the ball deflected off Jeffrey Kondogbia's foot. Salah was therefore credited with the goal, and he became the first player in Liverpool history to score in 9 consecutive matches. In the second half, he then took his tally to a sublime 12 goals in 11 games this season by coolly slotting the winner past Oblak from the penalty spot after Diogo Jota was fouled in the area. Naby Keita scored a brilliant volley to double Liverpool's lead just 5 minutes after their opener, pouncing on Felipe's poor clearance to lash beyond Jan Oblak. The Guinea international has impressed and called on this season, which has been regularly of late given the injuries sustained by fellow midfielders Thiago, Harvey Elliott and Curtis Jones. Keita scored another great volley against Crystal Palace last month, and his attacking flair and ability with the ball at his feet cannot be questioned. However, his defensive efforts were found wanting against Atletico Madrid, and he will be disappointed with how he was beaten by Thomas Lemar and Joao Felix for Atletico Madrid's goals, resulting in his substitution at half-time. Another player who endured a night of contrasts was Antoine Griezmann. The Frenchman returned to Atletico Madrid on a season-long loan from Barcelona this summer after 2 underwhelming and turbulent years in Catalonia. He is yet to find the back of the net in 8 La Liga games this season, but scored a brilliant volley against AC Milan in Atletico's previous Champions League fixture to remind fans of his quality. And Griezmann was back to his best in the first half against Liverpool, wreaking havoc against Virgil van Dijk and Joel Matip, both of whom endured uncharacteristically poor outings. The World Cup winner first halved the deficit by poking Koke's effort beyond Alisson and then leveled for the hosts with a brilliant finish after Joao Felix's run. It was the sort of dazzling performance which convinced Barcelona to pay £107 million for Griezmann's services 2 years ago. Or, at least, it was right up until the moment was sent off early in the second half, in an instance which epitomized 0-0. Griezmann was shown a straight red card for a high boot which connected with Roberto Firmino's head just 7 minutes into the second half. The original decision appeared harsh, but replays showed it was a reckless, if unintentional, challenge which warranted a sending off. Jurgen Klopp has frustrated Liverpool fans in the past with his reluctance to make changes at half-time or early in the second half. But the German manager did not dawdle against Atletico Madrid, addressing his side's poor defensive display in the first 45 minutes. Klopp introduced Fabinho in place of Naby Keita at half-time. Then, sensing Atletico were there to be got at, he threw on Diogo Jota and Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain shortly after the hour mark as the Reds looked to make the man advantage count. The decision to bring on Oxlade-Chamberlain was a shrewd one given the man he replaced, James Milner, was booked minutes earlier as tensions threatened to boil over. Meanwhile, Jota, who replaced Sadio Mane, drew Mario Hermoso into a wild challenge to win the penalty from which Mohamed Salah restored Liverpool's lead. In a game filled with fiery and controversial moments, it was Liverpool who had the last laugh in an incident which is sure to divide opinion for days to come. Minutes after Diogo Jota was brought down himself, the Portuguese was penalised for fouling Jose Jimenez in the Liverpool penalty area. A spot kick was awarded to the hosts before the referee was summoned to the pitch-side monitor. An agonizing check ensued before Daniel Siebert reversed his original decision to the vast relief of Jota, Jurgen Klopp and the travelling fans in the Wanda Metropolitano rafters. In truth, victory may have flattered the Reds given the shakiness of their defensive performance. Nonetheless, another 3 points ensures they maintain their 100% record in European competition this season and extends their lead over Atletico in Group B to 5 points.